Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, let's learn about a Python program. Write a Python program to put even and odd elements in a list into two different lists. So given a list of numbers, so that is a single list. So you have to divide the list into two parts. First is to get the even list of numbers, and the next list will be the odd list, that is odd elements in a list. So you have to divide the list into even and odd list and finally print it. So that is a problem statement. So what I'll do in this program is I'll ask a user to enter all the list of numbers, that is get the main list, and then use the list comprehension technique to divide the list into two parts and then finally print it. So let's get started. So let me take a variable that is length, that is a list length, and let's ask a user to enter the list length using input function. So let's say enter list length, and so let's convert this to an integer. So let's use a type conversion over here. From string to it will get converted into an integer. So now once we get the list length, so what I'll be doing is I'll take another variable that is main list numbers underscore list equals to initialize this list to an empty. So now we have to fill this list once as we get the, that is the n, that is the length of the list. So let's iterate from 0 to n and get all the numbers or the elements of a list. So let's use for underscore in range of length. So this is the for loop to iterate from 0 to the length, and let's take a temporary variable and let me use input function, and here let's ask a user to enter list element or list item. Generally this is of integer format, so let's convert it into an integer. So this is a list of numbers. So once we get the temporary item, that is individual item, so let's append it to the main list. So let me copy the main list, that is numbers list, and dot append, and you have to give the input argument as temp. Yeah, so this completes the getting up the list of numbers into your program. So once we get the main list, so we have to divide the list into two parts. So first let's take even underscore list. So this is a list that will contain the even numbers. So let's use list comprehension technique over here, and so let's take item, that is for item in the main list, that is numbers list. Yeah, for this we have to try to check if the number is even. So let's use if, that is item is completely divisible by 2, that is equal to 0. So this will give us the list of even numbers. So this is the list comprehension technique, that is we are taking the item for item in the numbers list, that is each and every item we are trying to iterate and check if item is completely divisible by 2. So then even list is framed. So now let me copy the same, and let's try to frame the odd list. So odd list will contain the list of numbers that are not completely divisible by 2, that is the remainder will be 1, so that we get the list of odd numbers. So yeah, so that will be stored in odd list. So once we get the even list and odd list, so let's use a print function, and let's try to print the list, that is even list is, let's give colon, and here let's give the variable that is even list, and also let's print the odd list. Odd list is, let's give colon, and here let's print the odd list. Yeah, so this is a complete program to check if the items are completely divisible by 2, then we regard as even numbers, and if the item is not completely divisible by 2, we regard that as a odd numbers, or we frame the odd list. So let me run this program and let me show you how it works. So enter the list length. I have 10 items in my list. Let's give something like 34, 45, 23, 21, 9, 78, 85, 44, 55, 78. So you can see the even list is containing the 4 items, that is the 4 elements. So and odd list contains the, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 items, are the elements are present in the odd list. So you can see these are the even numbers, and here you can see these are all odd numbers. So the program works fine. Yeah, so this is a complete program to separate even and odd elements in a list into two different lists. That is, first is even list and the next is odd list. I'll give this code in the description of this video. So that's it in this video. Hope you liked it. Thank you for watching. Bye.